This is Cody Brassfield for HPPE 539 Strength and Conditioning. The 5-10-5 Pro Agility is a common test for change in direction, acceleratory bursts of quickness, and explosive movement. This drill shows the comparability for straight line acceleratory bursts versus change in direction acceleratory bursts. The time for the Pro Agility test should be less than 0.2 seconds off of the athlete's 40-yard dash. So if the individual runs a 5.2 second 40-yard sprint time, then the Pro Agility should be less than this time by 0.2 seconds. This drill is also known as the 20-yard shuttle run and is used in the NFL Combine and other college sports in the United States as an evaluation tool. This test is best suited for sports requiring sprinting with change in direction like basketball, baseball, soccer, softball, American football, and volleyball. The main objective is to cover distance and thereby change in direction as quickly as possible. 3 trials or fewer are performed to minimize a decline in performance due to fatigue. The equipment required for this drill is a track or field surface, cones, tape measure, stopwatches, or timing gates for more efficient measurement, and tape to indicate course layout. In the starting position, the athlete will position themselves straddling the middle line perpendicular to the middle cone in an upright stance. The stance may be altered if it applies differently to a sport that requires a different starting position. In this position, the athlete's right hand will be placed on the cone if he is running to the right initially. The starting position can be changed to initiate movement to their left for further evaluation or to allow a left-handed dominated athlete to run the Pro Agility in a better format. For this position, the athlete will be explosive, accelerating to the right, moving to the first change in direction. In the initial 5-yard phase, as the runner sprints to the first 5-yard marker, he will change directions utilizing quickness and agility to decelerate and accelerate back to his left. He is required to place his right hand on the 5-yard marker line as he changes direction and accelerates back to his left. The athlete should remain facing forward, not changing direction by spinning with his back to the cone. In the middle 10-yard phase, once the athlete is sprinting to his left, he will be at his top speed within 3 to 4 steps of sprinting 10 yards to the far left marker that is beyond the middle set of cones all the way to the left. As the runner gets to the line, he must again decelerate, place his left hand on the line, and accelerate back to his right. The final phase happens from the far left line back through the middle starting line for the final portion of the acceleration. The athlete should emphasize a quality finish by pushing and accelerating through the middle line. Common errors or technical issues that can reduce the sprint times are poor deceleration and acceleration stride timings, turnarounds in the change of direction portion of the shuttle that are spinning with the back position forward, starting positions that are too low to the ground, starting positions that are too upright, and running beyond the marker during a change of direction. An athlete will be disqualified if they fail to touch each end line with their hand, although it is okay to reach and touch beyond the end line, but this will extend the shuttle time. In closing, the application of this drill is to assess agility, change in direction, acceleratory bursts in acceleration, and sprinting speeds. This drill is optimal for seeing the differences in an athlete's ability to decelerate and accelerate in comparison to their 40-yard dash sprint time. The time difference will give insight into the agility and explosive nature in an athlete that may have great straight line acceleratory burst ability but poor change in direction qualities. The Pro Agility and the vertical jump are the best 2 tests to show agility and explosiveness in athletes. Studies with the OTC, or Olympic Training Center, and the NFL have utilized this test to determine athletic performance. Agility norms for various sports have been utilized for comparison and evaluation in athletes. For example, an American football player, NCAA Division I wide receiver and defensive back, runs the Pro Agility in 4.35 plus minus 0.11 seconds. In comparison, a tight end and a linebacker runs at 4.6 plus minus 0.2 seconds. These norms are not to say that all athletes will be in that duration of time, but most will And it also serves as a benchmark that has been set for practitioners and coaches. At closing, this is Cody Brassfield for HPPE 539, Strength and Conditioning. This is the 510-5 Pro Agility.